This is Pat Soundbites Unplugged, the podcast where all the artists go to tell it as it is. Careers, music, tours, and more. And here's your host, the man that refuses to eat squid, Pat Calamari.
Pat Calamari here, Pat Soundbites Unplugged podcast, episode number 17, Friday, December the 6th, 2019. Today's special guest, Paulo Ressio of the band Dr. Pheabes, hailing from Brazil. Paulo calling in from Brazil. Dr. Pheabes has released their third album, first U.S. released album. It's entitled Army of the Sun, came out in July. It is a lot of great rock tunes, a rock metal type of music. Really good stuff. Here to Stay, Rebel Riders, Better Off Alone, Your Love Is Mine. All the tunes are actually released with a video, so they're on the right path, as you will probably hear me say a million times on our chat. They have opened up for Guns N' Roses, Black Sabbath, the Rolling Stones, to name a few. I think he mentioned Whitesnake. They performed in the Monsters of Rock in 2015. Lollapalooza in 2015, 2017, Rock in Rio 2017. So they're on their way to hitting it big, and hopefully they're able to tag along with a good rock metal band so they can tour these states for 2020. Dr. Pheabes, as in doctor, the word doctor. Pheabes as in P as in Pat, Heabes. That's their website. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram. Dr. Pheabes, if you can remember the dark comedy horror film back in the early 70s featuring the wonderful Vincent Price. That's where they got the name from. And it's a pretty good chat with Paulio. Seems like a real nice guy. So sit back, listen, enjoy, share. Tell your friends, live, love, laugh a lot, because life is way too short. Here is Paulo Ressio of Dr. Pheabes. WBXO Classic Rock Redefined in conjunction with Pat Soundbites Unplugged. A pleasure to have on our rock and roll phone today, calling in from Brazil. Holy crap. Yeah, Paulo Ressio from Dr. Pheabes. What's going on, Paulo?
What's going on, man? I'm excited to talk to you. Let's get it going.
Yeah, man. Paulo and the guys from Dr. Pheabes have released an album. Army of the Sun came out in July, and this album kicks ass, a real rock and roll metal type stuff from a pair of brothers in Brazil. I'll start by asking you, Paulo, how did this all start? Where did you guys get together, and how did you know that music was your calling?
Oh, man, we've been together for too long. We're old, but we're not old, but we're old. You know, we've been together since the 80s, and Army of the Sun was our latest release, and that was the album, like, just playing to the chase. Like, we've been playing shows all over, South America and Brazil. And we always wanted to, if you will, like branch out to America. But we're never going to be able to do this if we don't get guys that are doing rock and roll and producing bands that are on the charts right now to really reinvent the band and start this record right. And then that's how the whole Army of the Sun journey began, because we wanted to have a more American sound, and we had the first experience touring America. We went to LA, we played a couple shows in LA. So it's been a ride, man. It's great that we're getting all these messages from all over the world saying I love this song, and every person is different. So I think that's really cool. Like when you're able to put an album together that pleases like the rock crowd, pleases the metal crowd, pleases everyone. So that's what we're trying to accomplish, and and just keep going, man, playing rock and roll and having fun.
Well, I think you certainly accomplished that, and I'm happy that you said that. There's great guitar riffs. Fernando kicks ass in it. I love Rebel Riders. It's got a Metallica heavy rock sound. But then you go to Here to Stay and Better Off Alone and Your Love Is Mine, and they're all good hooks. They're all radio friendly. They're all definitely really good rock songs. So you're on the right path, my man. You're on the right path.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, this is your third album, if I get it right. 2013 was 70 Dogs, and 2017, Welcome to My House. So this isn't your first rodeo, and as you said, you're paying your dues. You guys have been together for a while. You've opened for Guns N' Roses and Black Sabbath and the Stones. So, I mean, are you guys the biggest band currently in Brazil? I mean, can you go shopping there without somebody stopping you for a picture? Or?
No, man, it's not. It didn't get to that point yet.
Well, it's coming. I got to tell you that. I think it's coming.
we're just happy that we have these amazing opportunities to play with these bands that we look up to so much. Just being able to shake hands with Keith Richards or that kind of stuff that we'd never imagine.
Damn, I'm jealous.
Yeah. So it's in that way, it's cool because we got to play with our idols. If you will, we always wanted to have a more American stuff, so playing with Guns N' Roses and all these bands. It's amazing because that's the ultimate ultimate fulfillment for us is when we go to the States or last shows that we did in LA, people that came to see LA Guns, they weren't expecting to see us, so they were like, man, you guys fucking kick ass, you know what I mean? That's so cool, because we don't expect that at all.
Well,
we expect people to be but everyone is so amped, and that gave us just so much energy to work on 2020 even more.
Good for you guys. Good. That is all really good stuff. And yeah, you got to pinch yourself when you're shaking hands with Keith Richards going, is this really happening? But hey, that comes with the turf, and that is awesome. Tell me, let's talk about the album, Paulo, Army of the Sun. Are your songs a collaborative effort through all the guys in the band? And we'll talk about that in a second. Your brother and the other two guys. Does your band have a main songwriter?
Yeah, so we're basically two brothers. So my brother on bass, and then we have and Fahaza vocals, and so it's two sets of brothers. We've known each other for a long time, and we've always played rock and roll and stuff let's just get ideas going and play shows and just do it kind of as a fun project, but not really taking it to the next level as far as okay, we want to do an album that we were on tour. Nothing was planned to that extent, and it came to a point where we wanted to take the band to the next level. So that's when we contacted Kato Kambala. He produced Reckless and all these amazing men in the States, and Bruno, that's also a Brazilian that lives in America, and they both work together. And Bruno's more of the creative guy behind Kato. So all the ideas, we just compile all the ideas we had, voice memos, you name it, man, email, text messages. So everything that popped, we were just track it, but with whatever we had. So we had all these different tracks, and then we sent it all to Bandai, and then the songs started getting a format. And then we rehearsed the songs, and we recorded the songs twice. So it's it was a long process, but I feel rock and roll it's a journey. You have to have fun and really work on the songs as they deserve to be worked on. You can't just and that's why I enjoy it. We love writing good songs and being able to play those songs and being excited, because once the song is done, you have to play that song for a year. So you better be sure you love the songs, and that's what we wanted to do with Army of the Sun.
Yeah, I mean,
so when the album was out, we were like, oh my god, man, that's our chance to really get out there and vibe with the fans, and it's so good. We're living a great moment.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to love your music. I mean, it got to come from the soul. As you said, it could be a hit, and you're going to be playing that hopefully for the next 20, 30, 40 years. And you got to take advantage of the opportunities. And you said it, hard work pays, and there's timing and networking with the right people. And I like the fact that there's a note here, your parents and both families encourage you guys the practice of the musical instruments. And obviously, you've taken their advice, and you're on the path, man. You got the right goals. Do you play besides the drums? Do you play other instruments? Are all you guys multi-instrumentalists?
Not really. We just
no.
I'm still learning drums.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, the drummer, the guy, it's the most physical and demanding part of the group, man.
That's why the drummers that get all the girls, man, because they know we can keep up.
I like that. Do you take any preventive measures or exercises or warm-ups to avoid injuries?
Well, I think before the show, we just kind of like do our thing, and it's more like a mental thing than physical, I think, because like you just gotta get your mental state of the band.
Yeah.
That's really important. Like before you go on stage, it's not even like how much you've like warmed up and all that stuff. It's more like, hey guys, we're just here to have fun and let's just play and make it a party.
There you go.
And yeah, man.
So I think I asked you before. Is there any main songwriter to your songs, or is it a whole collaborative effort?
Yeah, it's very collaborative, and it's good because like there's when we work this way, I feel we have like filters because we have so many ideas. So instead of like 30 songs, then Bruno's here right now, and we're working on new songs. So it's basically the same process. Like because we toured on the other song, we did all these shows, but we kept working and we kept writing new material. So we're like, okay, let's hand those over to Bruno, and then now we're all together in the studio again. It's super exciting. We have new songs coming out like next year, possibly a new release. September, we're thinking like fall next year, a couple tours. So we just gotta keep working, man.
No, that's what it's all about. I like the fact that some of these, and I keep saying it, you're on the right path, because we live in such a visual world anymore, and I see that a lot of your songs, you guys have videos connected to the song, so you never know. A song can go viral just by watching the video, which is, what you want to do.
Yeah. It's really crazy. Like, I think, especially like rock and roll bands at this point, because like we're all in this because we love rock and roll. We're not thinking like, oh, we're gonna have a massive hit, and like none of that. And the fans they really understand that in a more subtle level, because like when the band is playing and the crowd is there, if you're not genuine and you're really enjoying yourself and loving what you do, the crowd will feel it. So the most important thing for us is like, do we like these songs? Do these songs make me like move and headbang and like pick up my guitar and shred? So if that's the case, that's what we're going for.
There you go. Cool. If you weren't a drummer in the band, Paulo, what would you be doing? Any outside interests or hobbies or?
Well, man, like we all have like, our things that we do and stuff like that. Like, but like as far as like art, I think it's just drums, man. Pretty much it. I love drumming, and that's what I've been doing like all my life. So it is what it is.
Well,
it's like that little bug,
Yeah,
you get a little taste.
Don't stop now. Keep moving forward. So you mentioned. So is there a real solidified plan so far for a pretty good tour in the States for you guys to tag along a Guns N' Roses or somebody? Or working on it?
We got a few things in the works right now. Obviously, we can't announce anything yet because everything has been, as far as like dates and we're always, any opportunity like that, we're like we jumped. We've always like jumped on the opportunities we have. Like that's what we live for this kind of what I mean? Like, if Thunder Road was like asking for like to a tour or anything, like we're on. Right now we got so many things going on, like with other cool bands too. That when we announce, like, I think our fans will be very pleased because it's like the same type of, like, we played with Whitesnake not too long ago. We went to Chile, we went to Argentina with Whitesnake. So we're trying to, like, partner with the bands that we feel like have a lot in common with us and we look up to. Like, we've always like loved Whitesnake and classic rock. So it's a no-brainer. It's just like it's a matter more like of like strategic planning than us like wanting to play, because we always wanted to play shows. We always want to play shows,
Well, it's gonna happen, dude. You got some really good.
Hell yeah.
You got some really good music, and you, like I said, I've said it a few times already. You're on the right path, and we wish you the best success. And I want to see you guys in New York so I can party with you guys. It'd be a blast.
Hey.
The band.
I want to party in New York.
Yeah, the band is called... So where did the band name come from, Dr. Pheabes? Is that Vincent Price horror story movie?
Yeah, dude. You got it.
Is that where it came from?
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you a horror movie fan or not really?
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, I remember the old Dr. Pheabes. It was like a dark comedy horror, and Vincent Price was this character, doctor character, and I mean, that's 1971, early 70s, and then you guys pop up, and I go, I don't know of any other Pheabes besides, you guys spell it differently, but I had to ask you, man. So you guys are all into that?
Oh yeah, we've always been fans of horror movies and all kinds like that, more indie, like old school stuff. We love that stuff, man.
Excellent. Well, I encourage all the listeners to go check out your website. It's Dr. spelled out Pheabes, Pheabes. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, and you can follow me because I'm going to play the hell out of these tracks of Here to Stay, Rebel Riders. Go and buy the album Army of the Sun. It's on all the social distribution and outlets. And Paulo, I can't thank you enough for your time, man.
Man, thank you so much for reaching out, and we can't wait to go to New York and party together, man. It's going to be a blast.
There you go. Send my best to the guys. Much success for 2020. We're going to get you to New York one way. Come hell or high water, buddy.
Yeah, man. Have a good weekend.
All right, brother. Be safe, safe travels, and all the best. Paulo Ressio of Dr. Pheabes here on WBXO. We are classic rock, and we are redefined.